I have AC/DC's Let There Be Rock versus Let There Be Rock.
What do you think will be the next single in Australia? Let There Be Rock?
Isn't it there yet? Isn't that the single?
I don't know, is it?
No.
Well, it's certainly not out now.
Hang on. A voice from heaven says, yes.
A voice from
Let There Be
heaven?
Rock.
Would you welcome, please, AC/DC?
Welcome everyone to another video of Vinyl Addict, and I have Let There Be Rock versus Let There Be Rock. Okay, so before I get into this, please don't forget to hit the like button, comment on this video, share this video, and if you still haven't, please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell for updates. Okay, so with that out of the way, I did a video on AC/DC versus AC/DC, which was the high voltage US pressing versus the Aussie pressing. And so, oddly enough, here I am again with AC/DC and AC/DC. So let's get started with this one. I'm going to go through track listing and just overall how it sounds and, of course, packaging. So first of all, this album is the Aussie pressing, and this is a gatefold and has black and white pictures of the band, and the way it looks inside is, of course, Albert Productions. Now, as far as the track listing is concerned, both records have the same exact track list for side one. Go Down, Dog Eat Dog, Let There Be Rock, Bad Boy Boogie. Perfect album opener, Go Down, and Dog Eat Dog is a great track with, I love the drums on that song, and Let There Be Rock, which is I would have to say the spotlight of the whole album. It is like the track. It's you haven't done anything like Let There Be Rock. I mean, you know, like some of the songs sound kind of similar all the time as far as their riffs and the tempo. And this one is something like they haven't never reproduced again as sounding like Let There Be Rock. I love the Bon Scott kind of biblical narrative of, you know, let there be light and there was light, let there be sound, and all in the name of rock and roll, right? And then Bad Boy Boogie. So this is a really short album, you know, and I love how this album is the most rawest album of AC/DC. It wouldn't get as raw like this until Flick of the Switch, when they would produce their album by themselves again. The opening track of Go Down with the 4 count, and it just seems like a band is just bashing it out, and it's very raw. You know, you could hear the humming of the amps and the feedback and everything. It's really cool. Now, side 2, that's where it's different. So on this album, it's Overdose, like they're just turning on the amps and he's kind of tuning up. And then Crapsody in Blue. Now, this is a song that's not released in the American version. It's sort of like the Jack. It's a very kind of funny, bluesy kind of song about crabs. Bon Scott always sings these kind of humorous kind of songs. And Crapsody in Blue, like Rhapsody in Blue, is one of them. And I do like the fact that the album has a slower paced song, because the first side is just all heavy rock. It's just raw rock and roll. And Crapsody in Blue kind of breaks it up, and then it comes back with Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be, and then Whole Lotta Rosie ends it off.
I wanna tell a story about old Nano. When I come to making love, Rosie steals the show.
On this album, it starts off with Problem Child. And that song can be found on Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. The only difference is the version of Problem Child on Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap has the longer ending. And for starting off with this song on side 2, I do like Overdose better. From the other album, from the original Ozzy pressing. Overdose follows Problem Child on this album, and so it kind of slows it down because you have that little tuning intro, and it sounded better when in the beginning of the side, I felt. And it just seems like Problem Child doesn't sound like it comes from this session. It just like the way the guitars sound. It goes better with Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Then it just ends with Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be and a Whole Lot of Rosie. So the only difference here is one song is Crab City in Blue and Problem Child. And so I do like this track listing better. From front to back, this album is way better. And I do like how it breaks up with Crab City in Blue. How there's just a slower kind of bluesy kind of lyrical songs from Bon Scott that's really funny and amusing, and so he's a great storyteller. And so Crabspity in Blue is probably one of the reasons why I like this album a lot as well. Now the gatefold and the way the packaging looks, guitar neck, I mean, I do like the fact that it is a gatefold and it has all these different pictures in there of the band. And this is the last album of the original lineup, and then Cliff Williams comes in and replaces the bass player Mark Evans. And I do like the packaging of this because it does feel like it's all together. There's one whole kind of uniformed kind of packaging to this. I don't really care for the way AC/DC is written. I like Let There Be Rock, but I think that could have been better. Even if they used the Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap AC/DC logo, that would have been cool. I do love this cover. Now, this is a great cover, and of course, the way we see AC/DC. This was the first one with this logo where it was just the one that they were going to just use. And of course, on my shirt, and they're on stage and everything. And another thing about this is just that, the back here, I mean, it's really showcasing Angus Young. This is when they start really just going, okay, he's the mascot, and just have Angus Young on the album cover with the lights coming down on him, and then he's on the back. It's okay. This one is a newer copy, and they have AC/DC on the label, and they're all the same. All the albums that were reissued has AC/DC, that logo on the label. And if I would have to say which one is better, I'm going to go with this one. I mean, I do love this cover, but I love the fact that this one is all together and it's all the same. And then, there's some classic pictures, graphs inside. And I do like the track list better on this Let There Be Rock than this Let There Be Rock, the American pressing. So that is my video on AC/DC Let There Be Rock versus Let There Be Rock. Leave me a comment below. What are your thoughts? Do you like Problem Child as the beginning of side 2, then Overdose? I think Overdose is just a great, when it comes to like starting off side 2, Overdose is just a way better fit. And from front to back, this album sounds way better. And so let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment below. And with that, I'll shut up and I'll leave you guys with some more AC/DC. Bye.